Welcome into Fantasy AI. Moving on. Back in the computer room, we're going to look at some NFC takers, people we'd like to have on our team if it so arose. Fell to us in the draft, right price, right time, we'd take them. They're takers. All right, I made a rule. We don't grab, we don't reach, you just have the players fall to you. And that's what the spirit is. Hey, these aren't necessarily the best players on your teams, but I'd like to have them if they fell to me. I did it for the AFC. There was a video out there just made. Hey, go look for the AFC takers. But let's get started here. Hey, I want to make a point here before we get started with looking at the NFC takers. I want to talk about this kickers, right? These kickers are going to make a big difference this year. Scoring might be up for them a little bit, but that's not what I'm talking about. This whole new hybrid kickoff thing. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Heck with that. But what it is going to lead to is more scoring. I saw a kickoff the other day. They did one of these in the preseason. The team didn't kick it right. They got it at the 40-yard line. And we saw in that other video that every 1% chance, at one extra yard you get on that return, there's a 1% chance you score more. Well, they're starting at the 40-yard line. They're going to be scoring more. It also means less yardage, though, too. Let's remember that. As we go through players and you're picking your players, you might be making too. I'm saying lean towards those guys who get the touchdowns and less on those people who just get yardage and not as many touchdowns. Because if they're starting at the 40, there's going to be less yardage to get, and there's going to be a lot more scoring. And the kickers might score more, too. Hey, no doubt, because they're going to be shorter fields. I mean, they're going to be in scoring range. Heck, we're going to be living in the red zone. Living in the red zone. All right, here's some touchdown leaders from last year. Thought I'd throw them on here. You can see some of them. Mostert, got a lot of Montgomery, Mike Evans, Gus Edwards. Those are some standouts that really got some of their points from the touchdowns they're just getting. Pay attention to that. I think it's going to even be more so with that shorter field. More scoring is going to be up. All right, let's get started here. We're going to jump right into the NFC. Who do I like in the NFC? Well, we'll start with San Francisco. The biggest chance from the NFC to make the Super Bowl. And a lot of people here to like. Of course, Ayuk's holding out. Don't know. Pearshaw, everybody be thinking, hey, that's a pretty good sleeper if Ayuk's probably got a little shoulder issue. Debo, hey, yeah, that sounds great, but 10th ranking, hey, he's about fair value. I'm going to lean over here to Brock Purdy. Look at him. Finished 6th in fantasy last year. They've got him ranked 13th. Been dropping a little bit there in the rankings, you can see. From 11th he'd been having for a long time, and they dropped him, excuse me, to about 13th. So who you contrasting him with? Hey, who they've been moving up? They've been moving up Jaden Daniels, right? Look at him. They've got him from 13th up to 9. So you're going to have to spend a lot more for that Jaden Daniels, right? And, hey, let's go back and think, though. Brock Purdy here, you're getting at 13th, you're paying a lot less. And, hey, he finished 6th last year in fantasy. I mean, look who he's got to work with. Kittle, Debo, hey, say Ayuk comes back. And let's not forget Christian McCaffrey. I mean, man of riches. Team number 2 in offense. Passing 4th. I mean, they're giving Brock Purdy 13th. And the kicker is, if he would actually do something with his legs, 144, he might be capable of maybe bumping that up a little bit. So I think some good bargains to be had. If you don't go for those top 4 quarterbacks, we're waiting and skating, and him coming in at 13th, well, I'd certainly take him. Moving on, how about Detroit? Wow. Well, these obviously are the top team, so there's a lot to like here. Look at this number 3 team offense, all right? So we like that. Well, Amon St. Brown, wow. I would really like to have him, but he's ranked 6th. That's kind of expensive. Jared Goff just doesn't. I mean, he finished 8th. Hey, if I don't get one of those top 3 or 4, when I get in 2, I would back him up. He's about 16th, been hanging out there. But my favorite here is, you all know, is David Montgomery. Gosh, they've been moving him up. Recently, heck, that 22nd, I thought it was Christmas when they'd had him as low as 70. Now they moved him up to 17th. Should be higher. Let's see. He finished 10th in fantasy last year. Where everyone's worried about Gibbs. All right? Everybody's worried about Gibbs, but David Montgomery's the touchdown guy. You know, he missed those games in the middle, but hey, 13 touchdowns, played 14 games. That's a touchdown a game. -1. Cole could light up the bonus multiplier, right? Meanwhile, where you're getting your points, he's getting that 70 yards and a touchdown. I had him last year. I loved him. 70 points and a touchdown every game. 70 yards, a touchdown. But boy, just loved him. And hey, if something would happen to Gibbs, right? All of a sudden, he'd be dynamite. David Montgomery. And meanwhile, he's not. You're getting 10th, 17th, even if it's the 17th, which I don't think it'll be finished. That's just awesome. Just love him. Those touchdowns. All right, moving on. How about Dallas? Third favorite from here. I don't know if they're so favorite anymore. They had the team fifth offense. Just great offense here. So I'm hands off on Dallas. I don't like this CD Lamb holdout. Hold in, hold out. But nowhere to go but down for him, right? He finished first. They got him ranked third. But I ain't got no sense to look at the points. Yeah, we know he scored great. They just recently bumped him down because of the hold in, or whatever he's holding. And Dak Prescott, they're moving him down just a little bit here lately. He might be getting almost close to cheap enough to take 11th. Fantasy finished 4th, but you know who I'm going for on Dallas? Brandon Cooks. All right? Finished 36th last year. In fantasy, finished 36. Hey, look at those games late. Let's say you don't even start him the first 5 weeks. Well, heck, he was getting 10 points, 5-6 games there. For someone who's not the focus. Well, he's been the focus now in camp. Thrived in the role so far, they've said. Looking good as ever. It's time in Dallas, they're saying. Might be talking him up to get CD in the in, but hey, you know what? When CD Lamb comes in that last week and they're all jacking him back up, you be having Brandon Cooks here for nothing. He's not even ranked. One of your last picks. But hey, depending on how deep you go, you might have to work him up off the waiver. But hey, I just like him. Hey, he's going to fall into that. He's done it in the past. If CD Lamb signs late, pulls that hamstring, look out for Brandon Cooks. How about Philadelphia here? Well, who do we like on Philadelphia? I like everybody, right? We like Jalen Hurts. Although, look at that. They just recently moved him to first. First top-ranked quarterback should be. Look at all those points. Well, no, he shouldn't be. There's somebody over in Buffalo that I said should be number 1. But Jalen Hurts going to get some points. I think they're going to back off that touchdown to 10. How about? Not as many. Maybe 8. That'd be a heck of 40-some points. So be careful on that. I just don't know. Anyway, A.J. Brown finished 7th last year. They got him ranked 4th now. It is too much capital there. I like Barkley. All right. He's already down to 6th. But I just love the fact that, hey, up to 6th. Second overall pick. He's only 27. Going to get a dynamite new offensive line here, right? Had one of the best averages last year with the Giants. Kellen Moore's easy schedule. What's not to like about Barkley here? Unfortunately, they're ranking him a little high, but hey, I still like him. Been trying to figure out how to get him on my team. Where we got auctions. I auctions, so you can be kind of flexible. You can take whoever you want, but hey, like I said, we don't take whoever we want. We take whoever falls to us, right? How about Green Bay coming in next? How about I tally? You know what I'm saying here? Where are we at here? I haven't been keeping track. Well, we had Brock Purdy so far, liked him. Oh, David Montgomery, love him. Now, and Brandon Cooks. Barkley, we like him. Jordan Love catches us up. First 5, I guess. Hey, we really like this. Did I do Jordan Love yet? What am I talking about? Catching up. Yes, I did. So, Jordan Love, we like him because the other guys, I mean, hey, you got these receivers here. If one happened to get hurt, well, talk about backup. Christian Watson, Rome Wicks, they don't have listed here. I don't have listed. And Jordan Love here. Wow. Look at those points last year. They haven't been jacking him up and thing. Been 10th. So my whole point here on him, it could be him or Purdy or whoever, one of the 10. But no sense reaching if you don't get one of those top three. Top three are Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, or Lamar Jackson. If you don't get one of them, maybe Patrick Mahomes fourth. But hey, I wouldn't spend the capital. Just take one of these guys. Finished 5th last year. You're getting him at 10th. Got a number 1 schedule. Good receivers. Oh, I just love him as the 10th quarterback. If you have to take him, But anyway, moving on. How about Atlanta? What do we like here in Atlanta? Well, let's see here. Let's go to my favorite here is going to be everyone's Bjorn Robinson. Same thing. I mean, let's look at that. Raheem Morris said the team will get the ball to him as much as possible. Centerpiece of new Zach Robinson's offense. Get him in as many ideal situations as possible. Right? So what don't we like about that? Just love him. 3rd, I mean, hey, that's your draft. I mean, obviously if you take him. But hey, he's pretty solid. I like him. I like the looks of that. 5th easiest schedule. I mean, I like that. So he's no brainer. How about LA Rams? Who do you like here? You know who I'm going to go with? I mean, I like him, but, don't trust him. He got ranked 5th. That's pretty good. They've been putting him back up. Oh, just 1. But hey, so what about Cooper Kupp? That's who I like. Cooper Kupp. They've got him about 18th. He's good. He's been dropping a little bit. We get him a little cheaper, right? Reports are that the offense was running through him. Been the surprise standout at camp. Health is really showing up on the fields. All right, hey, getting him kind of cheap, 18th. Could be a top 10er, right? And the whole thing here is, remember, Puka, his big competitions, got a little knee problem. And the sophomore slump awaiting him. So I like me some Cooper Kupp. Let's not sleep on him. Let's go to the Bears. Who else do I like here? I like DJ Moore on the Bears, don't I? I mean, just look at that. Just love him. They got him ranked where they've been waking up. They got him to 21st ranking already. But just love him. Hey, and the word is Keenan Allen might be just a little out of shape. Makes sense because the preseason, I haven't seen much separation there at all with him. And, of course, you got Rome Odunze. But, hey, if Caleb Williams is going to have a great year, they've got him moved up to 12th. I almost took him. I like him, too. But, hey, the sure bet here is just DJ Moore. Finished 6th last year. Has had his whole career, great average. They got him ranked 21st. 3rd easiest schedule. This is one of my must-take guys. But you can't do that. I mean, if somebody's going to pay $10 more than what he should go for, well, they get him. That's just how it is. You can't do that. But anyway, moving on. How about Seattle? You know who I like in Seattle? They got DK Metcalf, JSN, Tyler Lockett. They got I hope he's healthy and ready to go. They got a pretty good receiving core there. And 2 running backs that could share and do some stuff. But I like Geno Smith. Geno Smith, 24th. Now, it depends on the league you are. One of the leagues I'm in, we do 2 quarterbacks. So, obviously, he's going to be my second quarterback. And the beauty of him is we got 4 spots. I can take him and pick up Sam Howell as a backup with no one to take. And I got them both then. Sam Howell did pretty good last year. I think he finished 10th in scoring for quarterbacks. I mean, look at all those points. 14 a game. I mean, he was doing good. And he's the backup. So do we get Geno early? We're going to get him cheap because no one wants to spend on Geno because, hey, it's end of his career. So there's a chance you can get Geno. Well, first of all, we want to work with these receivers. All right, they got the 12th easiest schedule, DK, Metcalf, JSN. You know, good chance they'll be behind. Hey, Geno Smith would be one of those quarterbacks you take. If you don't get those first three, maybe four. You passing, so we're waiting. Geno might be one of them. How about Tampa? Well, I didn't know what here to tell. I'm going to go with Rashad White. He's ranked 15th, finished 8th last year. Had a great year last year. A lot of points there. Receiving really helped him out there. 549 yards and 3 touchdowns. That really helps. Well, they got him ranked 15th. He's got the 8th easiest schedule. So he's doing pretty good there on the schedule. Gotta like that. So, hey, I don't know. Give me some Rashad White. Move on to Minnesota. Who do I like here? Hey, lot to like here. I love Justin Jefferson, but the ranked second, I'm not going to take that chance. Jordan Addison, hey, I like him. Hopefully he'll get in there and get to play some. I remember that thing on him is the court date's late, but I'm going to take a good receiving back here too in Aaron Jones. All right? But I'm going to take Sam Darnold. They've got him ranked 29th. And we know he's the starter now all year. 10th easiest schedule. And let's see. It isn't like he started 56 games. So it isn't like you're starting a rookie. He's got 1,800. Was taken third. So he's got the physical tools. They wouldn't take him physical or number third overall if he couldn't throw the ball, couldn't throw downfield enough, or weak arm. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, got Justin Jefferson to throw to. Jordan Addison. Let's hope TJ Hawkinson comes back soon and's healthy. They got him ranked 14th, So he'll be in there before too long, hopefully. Anyway, Sam Darnold, I'm liking. What about New Orleans? Well, I'm going to take a pseudo sleeper here. I don't want to invest too much capital into a New Orleans player, I guess. But what about the Shaheed? Right? He's free, 52nd ranking, basically. Hey, 7.8 last year isn't bad. Look at those explosive games. Right? And now, he's the number 2 guy. There. Shaheed, great deep, with 10th highest average on deep targets. Not that toe injury. He's got a little bit of toe injury, but he should be ready to go week 1. It isn't turf toe, they're saying. And he's in his 3rd year. We like receivers in their 3rd year, right? So, hey, 52nd rank, so you're not paying nothing. Might be a sleeper. Finished 39 last year, and he wasn't the number 2 guy. So, boy, that's kind of some value there. Let's move on to Arizona. All right, well, got Marvin Harrison Jr., the big story there. I can't believe Zay Jones got suspended. Move this Wilson up a little bit. But, hey, who I'm focusing in here is James Conner. He finished 15th last year. Well, his average was one of the best. He missed 4 games right in there. His average was top 10. All right? He did great while he was in there. So, I don't like the schedule. Don't love it. But, hey, 22nd ranking, that kind of reflects it. Hey, look at this. Arizona had the 4th team offense rushing team. And that isn't from Kyler Murray because, hey, remember, Kyler Murray limited action. All right? They were running the ball. And I know Trey Benson's lurking here. But they won't just throw him in there. It's going to be James Conner, and he's done great since he's moved out to Arizona when he played. So, hey, I like him. Don't sleep on him. We get him cheap. Like him cheap. I like cheap players. Let's go to Washington real quick. Who do I like here? Well, Jaden. No, they're moving. Look at that. He's up to 9th. No, that's just getting too high now, even though with the running. Hey, I'd take him. If he falls 10th, 11th, and I ain't taking one of those top ones, yeah, hey, anything's possible. But Brian Robinson Jr., he's getting a little more expensive now, up to 29th. I like him. I still think that, they must have been moving Eckler down a little bit to 40th, But let's take a flyer on this Diami Brown guy, all right? Hey, he's new number 2 there. They just moved on from Dotson. Get him out of here. He's in Philadelphia now. Do I have him ranked the 3rd? Yes, I've got him over there as the 3rd in Philadelphia now. But back to Washington, we got Brown taking that spot. And this McCaffrey, Luke, younger brother, word is he ain't separating himself in camp or preseason, getting clean. So, hey, this Brown, I remember him making some noise last year. Well, a little bit of noise, not a lot. But anyway, so moving on to the Giants. Who do I like in the Giants? I like Devin Singletary. Loved him all year. Hey, look at that easy 10th schedule. Okay, so he finished 31st last year, ranked 33rd. They've been moving him down just a little bit, or not, certainly not up, 33rd. Well, hey, that was great fantasy average last year, but he only played half the games, right? Through 9 and 18, he averaged 19 touches a game. I think he was the 10th in scoring at running back over the last 9 weeks. He feels like he's a playmaker just like Barkley. 4.6 isn't a bad career average, right? So, hey, liking him. A lot of people might be sleeping on him. 10th easiest schedule. He's going to be the guy. They paid him the money. So, don't sleep on Singletary. I like him. And how about Chuba Hubbard? That's who I like on Carolina, Chuba Hubbard. All right, so this Jonathan Brooks is going to be out for a while, right? So I'm sure he'll come back. You know, he's going to be out for at least 4 weeks. And Chuba Hubbard gets those games. He's going to be the number one. So they've been moving him up to only 41th. But, hey, you know, he did pretty good last year when he took over towards the end. So it's with a little investment, you get 7th easiest schedule early on, and you're paying nothing at 41. So if you go light on running backs and you need a starter towards the beginning of the year, him and over there in Cleveland at Ford, well, I know they're both going to get eventually taken over, but hey, you can, while you wait for some of your other guys to pay off, you sit on these Chuba Hubbard and that kind of player and play him the first few weeks, because you know he's starting, he's getting all the action that first 4 weeks. No sense burning him. They can burn him out because they got Brooks coming in later. So Chuba Hubbard would be my other guy there from Carolina. So I got some catching up to. I liked Robinson, Cooper Kupp, of course, DJ Moore. Take a flyer on Geno if he's cheap enough. He'll be cheap. Rashard White, only if he's cheap. I mean, hey, Sam Darnold, I think they're overlooking him a little bit. He is throwing to Jonathan Jefferson. And he's the 30th ranked. If you got 2 quarterback leagues and you're sneaking in that third quarterback, well, why wouldn't you have him? I mean, could be, Shaheed here. I like him. James Conner we like. Brown, new number 2 now in Washington. Hey, Singletary we love. And Chuba Hubbard, take a flyer on him. What the heck? All right. If you're liking what you're seeing, please hit that like. Hey, please hit me that subscribe button. I like some subscribers here. Get ready for the season. I'll be doing waiver wires and all that. So hit that subscribe button.